This visit, our first in a 5-part series dedicated to Race for the Cure. It's an important event for breast cancer survivors and a time to honor those lost.
Race also impacts organizations across the state of Nebraska, funding grants that in various forms provide support and education and encouragement.
Yeah, Komen, Nebraska Executive Director Karen Daniel alongside Andrea Skolkin of OneWorld. Good morning. Thanks for stopping by this
Welcome
morning.
back. Hi, Andrea.
Yes, we're going to be talking about screenings a little more in depth. But first of all, I want to ask you about the 23rd race, Karen. Anything new this year?
Well, it's 1 week later. It's October 9th as opposed to the very first Sunday in October. So we want to make sure everybody comes to the race on the right day. But we're in the same place as we were last year. We had a really good, successful turnout at Baxter Arena. We have a lot more kids activities, a kids dash. We have some more activities for the survivors, and we're hoping for good weather and a great turnout.
At the end of the visit, I'd like to touch on something else that's new, and that's a streamlined experience at check-in or registration.
Yes.
So that's where that packet pickup phase. But broadly, when you raise money through Race, and this is something that you work to push back on, because some people say, well, all this money goes national. It does not, Karen.
No.
So talk to us about when you raise money here, where does it go within the state of Nebraska?
So 75% of our net proceeds stays here in Nebraska to fund grants like the one we fund for OneWorld, where we pay for screenings for women that can't afford it, and Charles Drew, and up in Three Rivers Public Health Department in Fremont, and out in Saunders County. All the way out, all the way out in Chadron, we have a grant. And then grants that go statewide. So yeah, that money stays here. No money goes to Komen headquarters. We have 25% goes to breast cancer research, and that's international research. The top breast cancer researchers in the world, working toward a cure.
Yeah, well, Karen, you talk about screenings, and Andrea, I know that's one of the aspects of this breast health that OneWorld focuses on. What else do you do in regards to that?
Well, OneWorld is a clinic that welcomes everyone. It's primary care, medical, dental, behavioral health, number of supports. And Komen has become a critical partner to what we do. So we want to make sure that women get the breast care and all the cancer screenings that they need. We primarily focus on lower income population, but anyone is welcome, both people with insurance and those that don't have insurance.
And on the subject of access, the mammogram is a newer tool. What is it doing to impact screening rates here in our neck of the woods?
Well, sadly, we have about 9,000 women who would be eligible for mammogram screening that do not get the basic or baseline screening at all. Luckily, the community steps up when we have, on a breast exam, we have a finding, but our women, because of income, transportation, and sometimes trust, are unable to have just the baseline screening. So the mammogram, we're very excited about, started last year, and we're able to screen women.
Yeah, you're able to get out there and reach more women. And I guess, which leads me to my next question, how important are screenings for women? I mean, it's so important that you created a van to get out and reach more people.
We want to make sure that that cancer is not the reason that someone might pass away or not get treated. If caught early, we want to make sure they get the treatment. So it's a life and death kind of screening.
How do these issues of access and screening, early detection fit into the overall mission of Komen, Nebraska?
Yeah, so that's part of the continuum of care. We want to make sure that we educate people so they understand what resources are available, like the mammogram, and we break down all those issues of misinformation. And it's so important to have this van parked right outside of OneWorld because people are very trusting of that environment and the people that speak Spanish. And so we're, Latina women, breast cancer is the #1 cancer among that population. And so we want to make sure that we can screen, detect early, and treat when it's much more treatable.
And save lives.
And save lives.
That's ultimately where all of this leads.
Yeah, and you're talking about some of the communication issues, making sure that you reach populations that may not speak English. But what are some of the other challenges when it comes to breast health that you may face?
Well, some of the things are, as we said, misinformation. People think, oh, there's nobody in my family that's had breast cancer. Well, that's only 10 to 12% of the population has a genetic component. So it's really important for all the rest of us to make sure that you do get screened on a regular basis. And then folks not making it a priority. There's a lot of other things in your life, and women oftentimes put everybody else ahead of themselves. So it's a matter of what we're trying to do in this program called Promise Me, is that you make a personal commitment. You promise yourself that you're going to take care of your breast health.
And
So
that gives me chills. Because that's really the point, Ken. We talk about Race for the Cure is this awesome event, and yeah, it's all of those things. But this is really why you work throughout the year, not just in the month of October, but throughout the year, is to make a difference in the lives of those who need you. But I did mention this point about streamlining the pickup.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah.
what are you up to this year, and what can those who've been involved in the past expect to experience?
Yeah, so you're just going to walk up to one little table, and they'll put in your number, and you'll print out a little receipt, and then you'll go and get your packet, and it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
And works
easier.
out. It's a lot easier. Yeah.
Everyday heroes. That's
Yes.
that's the theme. Honor one, save one, be one on October 9th at Baxter Arena in Exarban Village. Registration is open right now. You can call with questions, but the easiest way to sign up to be part of this 23rd race is to do it online, KomenNebraska.org.
Yep. Thanks for coming. Our
Thank
first
you.
in a series of
right.
conversations with you.
We
leading
will
up to
see
this.
you again soon.
Yes.
And Andrea, great to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I guess in the Morning Blend, start their day.